Hey everybody, welcome back to the Feature Crew. For today we're going to look at an app called Lovable. Folks have been hearing about it. It's one of those generate a website sort of tools for AI. Claims to be your superhuman full stack engineers. We're going to put it through its paces a little bit. And we know you all are sick of seeing planets, so we're going to do a little something different today. So we'll get started. Okay, cool. So here we are. Their website is lovable.dev. They kind of got a nice little front here. You can see some of the featured projects. Folks are making a lot of landing pages, a lot of e-commerce sites, what you'd expect. But for today, we're actually going to do a game. Surprise, surprise. But a little different. We're going to ask Lovable to make a completely free-to-play Blackjack game. Right. So make a Blackjack game, one player, you're playing against the computer. And we're really going to test here its ability to not just make a website, we assume it can do that, but can it add some logic here? Can it add some reasoning? Can it understand what Blackjack is? Can it implement the rules correctly? What the heck does it do for the cards? I'm expecting bad things probably, but I'm very curious to see how it handles that. Anything else coming to mind for you, Jacob?
Well, just that Lovable's known for its attention to UI, so I'm we're pushing it extra hard on some of the UI stuff, and we want to see how it performs.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's give it a shot. Pretty familiar look right now. You got the side-by-side chat on the left, whatever your content's going to be right on the right. It gave it a title, Blackjack Battle Palooza.lovable.app. And this is public, so I think we can drop a link in the chat or in the comments for folks using Tailwind. Got to be cool. Got to be modern.
Right.
I will say it doesn't get old watching a bunch of code stream in. So interestingly, they kind of break out each section. Unlike Replit kind of sent it away. They're keeping each file open, so I think this is going to be a pretty long list here. Quite curious to see how this stacks up to what we saw from GitHub.
And we don't know the model running? Mystery model?
Mystery model. I do not see anything telling me that.
Yeah. I feel like products like this tend to keep it a mystery.
I mean, you'd hope that means they're doing something clever and using the right model at the right time, but I doubt it. I would bet... What do we think our bets? I think Claude powers this thing. That's my bet. 3.5.
3.5
I think they did 3.
yeah.
Yeah. Mostly because we're not seeing a big reasoning step here, right? I'm not seeing it think for very long. It's just dumping out.
A lot of these don't think. Well, we'll have to see how it how it does the sort of update and multi-turn. It seems like the tools, the simple tools they give the coding agents to be able to edit parts of the file and not have to restate the entire file. For some reason, the syntax for those tools confuses reasoners. So, GitHub Agent Mode doesn't have the thinking models in Agent Mode, but they do have it in edits. Oh, we're here.
We got something. I'm pretty impressed. At first, I was worried. It said build unsuccessful.
I'm immediately impressed at the sort of dotted line empty card slots. I haven't seen that before when I've run similar prompts.
Got a little. It says where the dealer stands. Dealer stands on 17. I don't have cards yet, so hit me, I guess.
Well, it did say build unsuccessful in the chat, so it might
we did break. Okay.
Give it a chance to fix.
Well, let's see if it can fix it. Oh, yeah, look at that. All right, we got a nice try to fix it.
Okay, so they make it easy with a button. Okay.
We got a lot of cards, though. We have a lot of cards. I have all the cards right now. I think I have Blackjack. I busted immediately. That is the title of the video. So, I guess we'll try a new game.
It just keeps on dealing. I mean, the animation's pretty cool.
The build failed again. So I guess we can try to have it fix that.
That error didn't seem super related to the issue we were seeing, unfortunately.
It is interesting you can preview previous instances. I like that.
That is cool.
And then restore it. It is kind of a weird... This looks like a hover UI. I'm going to get technical on design here, but I would expect to see this when I hover over it.
Yeah.
Because it looks kind of weirdly appended. It's just disastrous. I've also apparently lost 1,348 times. For the viewers, we have not actually tried this build 1,348 times. Okay, so we're going to let it know. And we assume this will break. I didn't expect Lovable to be able to handle game logic, but I am impressed with the visuals, I gotta say. It knew to make it a green kind of felty board. The cards look good.
Mm-hmm.
That's all cool stuff. Build still unsuccessful. And now I don't have cards. Okay.
Blackjack.
Fix that error one more time. See, for
this
one more video, we're without our engineers, so.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little unfortunate. Blackjack is a CS 101 kind of project.
Yes.
So
We're not doing multiplayer, right? We're not having you handle multiplayer at all, so.
I mean, even then, it's not like you need netcode for Blackjack, right?
The build did. Oh, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. It just didn't scroll. All right.
It's just sad that you can't do freaking Blackjack. I mean,
cannot do Blackjack to save its soul. But some of the design elements were good. It's definitely opinionated on that. So we're going to try to take the difficulty down even further and see if it can make us Solitaire. If that's at all possible. I know we're going to get comments. We're giving it small prompts here. You could give it a nice beefy prompt with a bunch of directions. Our thinking was, hey, let's see how it breaks this down. Can it make some interesting decisions? We're not trying to guide it too much. We want to see how it's going to handle a short prompt. This is not a best practice if you're trying to get a very specific result, but it is interesting for testing what's going on behind the scenes here. I'm wavering on my Claude bet right now because I think Claude could do this.
Claude could do this. I mean, but, you know, they could be sort of confusing it with, like, framework they have around it doing this orchestration and stuff. It's like, it is a little weird. I mean, for GPT-4, like, any modern model should be able to do this, no problem. You'd have to, like, find those tasks on the edge where it's like one could do
I
it.
feel like we are the the model channel, not meaning to be, but we just regularly break these. A lot of our videos are like, watch this model just tank.
But isn't that a sign of success? Like, it's like if we're not breaking them, you're not pushing them enough.
Well, let us know in the comments below, but we like seeing the models fail. We like seeing where the edge is. And we're looking for the machine god. So let's see when we get there. We are not there yet. But GPT-5s are around the corner, so maybe we're getting there. We're getting a preview. All right. The app name, by the way, is Solitaire Magic Grove. So we do have some creative naming conventions happening still. Oh, an error. Build failed. We got a nice little toast on it, though. Maybe I just missed that last time, but try to fix it.
No, there was definitely no toast last time.
Kind of using an old technique here. Did you notice that? Please think step by step in order to resolve it. You don't see that getting written a lot anymore. Oh, hey now. Okay, minimalist card game experience. Can I drag? Ooh, I got a little hover state. Look at that.
Okay. And let's find one, like the 4. Can you move the 4 onto the 5?
Yep. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, the peak's a little broken, but we'll take it.
And then now try one that you shouldn't be able to place, like put the queen on the 6 or something.
Rejected. All right.
Okay, but there's no drag. Unfortunately, there's no drag state, right? Like, you can't see it dragging with your cursor.
I can. It does stay on my cursor. Is that not rendering?
Oh, it does? Can you do it again?
Not rendering. That's annoying. Like, it does hang on my cursor, but I wonder if our streaming is
interesting.
Not showing that.
Okay, your audience will have to take our word for it that there is a drag state.
Okay,
but
right.
Cool that they thought through that. Like, some of those UI nuances are like...
Right. Well, and I guess this is a good excuse to show one of the few places where Lovable does show off a bit. They have this select to edit mode where I can select pieces. So let's say I want this game board to be green. Suddenly we get this nice little div editor. Kind of similar to just pulling up the developer console with some nice UI put on top of it, but a feature we haven't seen out of any of the other builders yet. Get a nice felt out of there. All right, sweet.
They really seem to be targeting, like, non-technical folks.
Right. Which I think is right. It's a good niche to go after.
So we were having our designer demo this one.
Yes, exactly. You can't edit dynamic content yet. The element cannot be styled. Cannot style a button. Cannot style a button.
Interesting. It might be because of how they're rendering the button. Like, if it was like a static button, maybe you could edit it.
And so then when you're happy with it, we can do something else too. Can we make this some kind of cool gray if we wanted to, I think. Is that not turning gray? No, it's not.
It is cool, though, that you can go in and make these edits. Like, even for somebody who knows what they're doing, it might be easier in weird situations just to go in and, tweak a parameter visually.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it as a feature.
Interesting. When you made a change, like, that bottom line came back.
It reordered a bit. What can we change this to be? Okay. All right. These are some horrible color combinations, but I'm going with it. And also, I guess, the other thing you can do besides just coloring it is you can supposedly give it more margin. So can we give it, I guess we'll go pattern. Let's give it a 10. I'm assuming the units are pixels. I don't see a unit, but...
It seems like they haven't fully figured out their sort of inline editor. It might wreck styles that exist but aren't supported by the editor.
It does let you edit the code. I think it's just the CSS directly. Yeah, all right. That's kind of cool. Minor note, you cannot, as far as I can tell, independently change the sides of the top and bottom. You have to do it kind of as couples here. It's odd, because I want to pull the padding up on the top, but That's all right. We'll save that. Nice little visual edit. All right, I'm curious now. What does hint do? Oh, hint
Oh,
just kind of nudges a card. It did it once,
nudge. It did nudge a card that can be moved.
and it updated correctly. Look at that. We went to the
Yep.
5. I know how to play Solitaire. What about an autocomplete? Let's see how that goes. Autocomplete does not function.
I think autocomplete, you need to be in a auto-completable state, probably.
All right, well, let's start a new game. Well, that was a quick new game. Wow, it doesn't reshuffle at all. Oh, like
All the cards are out.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Now that it has some of this core stuff of like cards and a deck and the ability to shuffle, right? Like maybe it could add Blackjack now or something like that.
Here. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Suddenly I dropped a bunch of cards all at once. Our logic is not flawless. If I go like this, it drops a bunch of cards.
Yeah, so something broke there.
Yep. Something broke there. I'm curious if I hit new game, can it deal out the cards? For dealing out the cards when a new game is started. So it seems like we're within the realm of being able to make a 2025 Newgrounds. You could just be pumping out AI games real quick. Flash game equivalents. Though I guess Blackjack's off the menu, so I don't know how many games we could make here with Lovable, but Solitaire.
And maybe this is a time to plug like our Copilot agent mode was the most recent video where we were really blown away by a coding agent, but there have been a bunch of great ones out there. So even if Lovable is not your cup of tea, you know, there are other ones and some of them are super great. So check out our videos if you're interested.
The other request I would put into it is to make the back of the cards more interesting. If we click on this, oh yeah, we get to our code view. Get to see it work in real time. All right, it claims it has done this. Oh, and it fixed some of our spacing here. That's cool.
How good for them.
New game. Look at that. Whoa. That's fun.
It is interesting that the flipped cards show up at the bottom first and then do their animation, whereas the other ones seem to animate correctly.
Yeah, and they're sort of just raining down from the heavens.
They are raining down from the heavens instead of from the deck or something. Yeah. But it was, impressive. And it like figured out how to like make them all happen in sequence, right? So that
now let's see if we can. It's gonna let me break rules here, right? That's cool. 6. So if I drop this, do I get a bunch of cards again? Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, wow. I wonder where they're all coming from.
We've overflowed now.
Yeah, I don't think we can see the victory confetti because
I don't know if I keep just drawing cards, we might win. But I also noticed right now our hint is the 9, so it hasn't updated the game state to know that there's a bunch of cards that shouldn't be going together. So I take it back. Solitaire not working.
I feel like the conclusion we're kind of honing in on is that Lovable is like definitely has gotten us some of the better UI and that editor feature they have is cool, but It seems like it's not a great model behind it, and we're seeing way better like raw coding ability elsewhere.
Yeah, I would not recommend paying for this at this point. I mean, maybe it could make a nice little portfolio site.
And you put it through its paces on like the only feature they do have, which is the little edit thing.
It is very disappointing that you can't edit the buttons. Like, why? Why ship this feature?
Because they're
kind of a big deal. But
yeah, but I don't think it's all buttons. I think it has something to do with how like the React is rendering the button or something. Because it seems like they can handle generic HTML element updates. Just weird. It's very weird that the buttons don't work. Bonus round, everyone.
So we're gonna make a personal website where the homepage features a 3D rendered CRT monitor. I'll make it easy. All right, that's right.
We want to push it just a little bit more to see how it deals with really outside of domain tasks. We're not expecting success here. A 3D CRT TV displaying content on it is sort of a complicated thing. This is more like one of those interview questions where we're not expecting it to get the right answer. We want to see its process.
I gotta say, so far, I think Replit was a more polished experience.
Or like raw capability. Even when we tested it months ago. Like it was handling more complex tasks. It was making me more confident as I was working through them.
Well, this kicked over and died. I don't know what this is, but this is not at all what I described.
Yeah, where's this? Oh.
There's your display, baby. Look at it. Look at it.
I mean, it did 3D. I'm actually so surprised that it got 3D but did so poorly. Like I would have expected like at least some knobs or something.
Yeah, I'm also not getting where it's going to render the page. I see kind of an outline here. It looks like it's
Do you
got
want
like
to
a
give it
drop
feedback
shadow.
or just?
Build unsuccessful. Again, has this thing successfully built a project? Solitaire. I think it might have successfully built Solitaire the first time.
Yeah,
Okay, all right, all right. It looks like a fan, but well, look, I'll take it.
it really looks like an iMac G3 monitor or something.
Yeah, but like with a red light or something. I don't know what this whole little loop de loop is.
But it has like it puts some stuff on the screen. There was not quite content on the, but there's like a gutter on the page
It's like
rendering content in there.
add a photo of a dog for the first project. Dogphoto.jpg. You'll need to add a dog image named dogphoto.jpg to your project's public folder.
You could tell it to make one with SVG.
Can I? Can I though?
Yeah, it'll get something.
Updated the first project to use the SVG placeholder image. All right, well let's refresh then. See if you did something useful. Naturally, it did not.
Yeah.
It is a cool little loading bar at the top. I mean, but I don't know. I don't know, folks. This is not great. I got to be honest. I'm not impressed. My $20 was wasted.
I think it's like they have this focus on UI. I don't think we can like really in good faith recommend this though.
No.
Like we've been saying, check out some of the other videos on our channel. Even like Replit from months and months ago. We should revisit it because I'm sure it's way better now. And it was running circles around this. So
Yeah.
in terms of raw capability, not there. If this like easy edit UI feature matters a lot to you, then maybe Lovable is the one for you. But if you're sort of more in the technical weeds, I can't imagine this is going to be the right choice.
And honestly, even then, it feels like you'll just end up deeper in the weeds.
It not
Like,
compiling.
yeah, you're just gonna get stuck. It's not very lovable. And hey, Supabase is just making money. I mean, so many of
Yep.
these websites are just trying to get you to deploy there. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you can get stock in that, I guess go for that. But I'm sick of Lovable. I think I'm done with it. Not super impressed. Look, leave a comment if you have another one of these you'd love to see. But I wouldn't pay for this. I wouldn't recommend using it. It's fun to see people push on being able to directly edit the UI. I think we'll see that evolve and get better. So kudos to them for doing this. But this feels like it's 6 months out of date to me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything that was impressive. It couldn't handle the logic of Solitaire, let alone Blackjack. It did manage to render the monitor here. That's cool.
That was the biggest surprise of the night, honestly.
Yep, that was the huge surprise. But the fact that I can't even edit a button, let alone pick a new font, is just, I don't know how this is useful. So I'm probably pretty harsh because it was marketing itself as sort of this designer product, but I don't think I'd be landing any jobs with anything this thing can create. And its
Right.
basic logic kept failing repeatedly. I'd say, hey, add a photo for the first project. It didn't.
Well, you heard it here. Lovable, probably not the best coding tool for you. If you disagree, let us know in the comments. If you agree, let us know in the comments. We love to hear y'all's thoughts on the tools we're testing. And as always, let us know what you want to see us test in the future. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to follow along. It really helps the channel grow.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching.